Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first off we're going to bring the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko into the Festival drag strip, so that we can see how fast it is by the speed trap at the end. So we're going to launch from about 4,500 RPM here. Bit of wheel spin in first, but we've got traction by second gear. Up into fifth gear now, hold this to the speed trap. And we got a speed of 392 kilometers an hour. Okay, so now we'll be taking the Koenigsegg Jesko into the Festival drag strip race so that we can see how fast it is against the other driver tires, as well as getting a time by the end. So we should be able to out-launch everybody here quite easily. So we're in first place now already, up into fifth gear. Then sixth, absolutely destroying everyone. So we won that super easily, and we got a time of 12.5 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how crazy fast the Koenigsegg Jesko is at drag racing, we'll now take it over to the festival where I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so first off you want to bring your stock Koenigsegg Jesko into the custom upgrade menu here. So first you've come down to the conversions tab. In here we'll be swapping in the all-wheel drive. Out of conversions, now into tyres and rims. Here we're going to be putting on the drag tyre compound, as well as making the front and rear tyres as wide as possible. The rims are already super lightweight, but we're just going to add some spaces to the front and rear. So, out of tyres and rims, now into drivetrain. So here we don't need to touch the transmission as we're going to keep the 6-speed, but we will be putting in the race driveline as well as the race diff. Come out of here and then into the platform and handling. In here we'll be chucking on the off-road or the rally springs and dampeners, as well as making the car as light as possible. So out of platform and handling, now into engine. The only option here is to put in these twin turbos. I'm going to chuck those on there. So that's it as far as the upgrades go for the Koenigsegg Jesko. So you can go ahead and apply all of these. Okay, so now that we've upgraded the car, we can now come over to the custom tuning menu over here. So first I'll show you the metric tune, and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So for the front and rear tire pressures, we're going to set these down to 1.0 bar. Then if we come over to the gearing, we're going to set our final drive down to 2.20, lowest option there. Then first gear, we're going to set this to 4.40, just come up a little bit. Second gear, we'll set this to 3.45. Again, just up a little bit. Third gear, we'll be setting this to 2.33. Fourth will be set to 1.69. Fifth will be set to 1.32. And sixth, we'll set this to 1.08. So now we'll come over to the alignment. So in here, we're just going to put these front and rear camber angles to 0 degrees. If we come down to the front cast angle, we're going to set this to 7 degrees. Next is the anti-roll bars. We're going to stiffen these up as much as possible. So 65 in the front and also 65 in the rear. Now if we come over to the springs, for the front here, you want to set these to 34. Come down to there, 34 like so. And in the rear, we'll be bringing these all the way up to 92.0. Come a fair way up to there, 92.0. And for the ride heights in the front here, we're going to bring this up to 17.6. And in the rear, we're going to bring this down to 10.6. So next is the dampening. So for the front rebound stiffness here, we're going to set this to 2.0. Come down to there. And in the rear, we'll set this to 4.8. Then for the front bump stiffness, we're going to put this to 3.2. And in the rear, we're going to bring this up to 5.2. So next is the aero. So for the downforce, we're going to set this all the way to speed. So in the front, it will be 52. And in the rear, bring this all the way down as well to 81. So finally, for the metric tune is the differential tab at the end. So we're going to set our front acceleration up to 90%, the rear acceleration up to 95%, and then we're going to bring our center balance up to 80%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes for the Koenigsegg Jesko. Okay, so differences for the Imperial tune is you want 15 PSI on both the front and rear tires. Next, if we come over to the springs tab, you'll want 190 in the front here and 515 in the rear. Then for ride heights, you'll want 6.9 in the front and 4.2 in the rear. Then the final thing is the aero. You want 115 in the front and 178 in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go. So you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright everyone, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.